Your family could be suffering the after effects of methamphetamine use and not even know it.
The Wave 3 troubleshooter uncovered gaps in state law creating this danger, and Eric found out that homes can be used as meth labs, then be re-rented, and they're not even decontaminated.
All this is stunning, Scott. In fact, we went door to door to find out just how big a problem this is in Jefferson County. What we found is more than 70 homes where methamphetamine contamination has not been cleaned up, many with people living inside.
5 days after police arrest a man for cooking meth in this home on South Shelby Street, we found an 80-year-old woman still living inside. Is it safe to be living in here?
Yeah.
That bright orange sign on her door says otherwise. It's a notice of methamphetamine contamination posted by the health department. It warns hazardous chemicals and residual contamination may pose a serious health threat to those that enter. But the senior citizen, afraid to come outside, said she has no choice but to remain in this toxic den. A relative secretly built the meth lab in her front room, and now she has nowhere else to go. Isn't that dangerous for you to be living in here now?
It's not that much. It wasn't that much.
It wasn't that much meth?
No.
But don't you think that could still be dangerous?
Call the Board of Health. They'll tell you.
To make meth at home, it takes a lot of different chemicals.
The city's environmental health administrator says toxins left over from a meth lab can cause breathing problems and burns, and is especially dangerous for children.
So just the residue itself can be a hazard to small children and infants.
And what can it do to them?
And the same effects of methamphetamine to a person. You know, I mean, it's an illegal drug. We've got cases where children have ingested meth as part of a lab that they've actually died.
Are there children living inside here? Well, then why is there a children's toy right out front here? There were multiple meth contamination notices at the home of this former meth lab in Highview, but we discovered the warnings are often ignored. We found home after home where meth was allegedly cooked and people continued to live there. So is it safe now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's safe.
Doesn't have any remnants of the meth
No.
the chemicals or anything like that?
No. We've even repainted and stuff.
Our investigation uncovered only a third of all meth-contaminated properties in Kentucky are properly cleaned up and returned to safe, habitable conditions. And there is no law that actually forces a property owner to decontaminate a home where someone has been cooking meth. Is that a problem?
Do I think they should require cleanup? Yeah, I would love for there to be a state law that requires cleanup for meth-contaminated properties.
There are laws that require meth contamination notices remain posted until the owner hires a certified contractor to decontaminate. If they don't, it's a felony to sell or re-rent the property without disclosing the risk. But we found warning signs ripped down on homes that had not been properly decontaminated.
I have one habit. It's cigarettes and marijuana.
And even where the signs remained, the people inside were often unconvinced of the threat.
They said there was something, but it wasn't nothing dangerous or anything.
It costs between $3,000 and $5,000 to hire a certified contractor to decontaminate a meth home. Some property owners told me they simply can't afford that. So how do you protect yourself? Well, we've actually got some steps you can take to avoid moving into a toxic meth home. We're going to put those on our website under I Saw It on Wave 3. Eric Flack, Wave 3 News.